you know, this is where use your resources. I let you have a piece of, write some notes to yourselves on papers. You know, this is, I don't actually understand how you cannot get almost all of them right because you know exactly the problems that are going to be on the test. They're just different numbers. The processes are all the same. Does anybody see that? Does anybody come to that conclusion that really this is, it's not like you're going blind into this saying, I had no idea that would be on the test. They're there. Here we go. It's going to be a crazy ride. Liv. Number 6. Number 6. Let's take a quick look at number 6. Believe it or not, somebody asked me about, I think this on yesterday's math assignment. Did they not? Here is the deal. How many people put equal? And again, people put equal yesterday, and I went through the whole process on the board, and we showed it might even been the same problem. Was it the same problem? It was awful close. I think it was. I think this was on the other side, though. Anyway, so what is the square root of 25? 5. What is the square root of 16? Feel free to chime in here. 4. So 5 minus 4. You get 1 on this side. I believe I went through the whole thing that this is a grouping symbol. You have to put these together before you take the square root of it. 25 minus 16 is 9, and the square root of 9 is 3. Unless this part you got wrong, but I'm pretty sure 1 is less than 3. At least did I read the answer wrong?
No.
I've done that before. So, if I were the 7th grade student, for problem number 6 in a little piece of paper, I'd say, hey, you know, don't take the square root of this until you do this. I mean, I can't live your life for you, children. I know you're used to getting everything on a silver spoon because, well, I'm not being recorded, so I can't say much more than that. Chase.
How do you do number 4?
Again, 4. I love number 4. Is that over here? Is that under number 3?
Yes.
Norton started driving at 9 a.m. By noon, he had traveled 162 miles per, what was his average speed? Let me ask you this, Chase. How do we measure speed? What is our measurement for speed? If I asked you how fast your car is going, you would tell me it's going what?
Miles per hour.
Yeah. You want miles. It's a beautiful thing. The word per is the fraction line and hour on bottom. So you just need to figure out miles and put it over hours and divide it out because we always do it miles per 1 hour. How many miles did we go? Chase. 162. How many hours did it take us to go that 162, Chase? 9 a.m. to noon is 3 hours. I believe if you take 162 and divide it by 3, you will get some sort of fantastic answer. Oh yeah, looks like 54. 54 MPH. I suppose most of you know that Chevrolet is the MVP of MPG. Caleb.
You do problem 12, please.
I was hoping somebody would ask about number 12. What is it? Is it here? Is it above 14? Sure it is. All right, ladies and gentlemen. As stated in previous times there, if I am doing this, I am thinking to myself, the very last thing I'm going to do is what? What is the last thing I'm going to do? Caleb?
Subtract 20 from...
Whatever, well, you're going to subtract whatever from 20. Okay, this 20 is going to sit down here until you figure out what this whole thing equals. If you do subtract something from 20 before that, you're going to get a little bit off. Anyways, inside grouping symbols, you have to work inside grouping symbols, so which means you have to do this first. 3 minus 2 is?
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, I said that wrong. 3 minus 1 is 2. That might have messed you up. So you have this, right? 5 times 2 is? Anybody?
10.
Have to do multiplication first. And believe it or not, the difficultest part of the most difficultest, the incredibly most difficultest part of John 10 minus 10. 0. And what would 20 minus 0 be if you have to write that up and down? 20 minus 0. Do you have to carry, borrow? No. Oh no. The answer is, somebody tell me, how are we getting 10? Where did we go wrong? Somebody help me out. I like to know just because. Joseph, what did you do?
I did the grouping symbol,
Uh-huh.
the parentheses first, but then the 10 minus 5. Like, I did the 3 minus 1 and then the 10 minus 5.
Well, but see, you can't do that because, see, this is multiplication. In order of operations, multiplication has to be done before addition and subtraction. And inside grouping symbols, you have to follow order of operations. And then inside grouping symbols inside of grouping symbols, you have to follow order of operations.
Yeah.
See, but Joseph, now you know. Tomorrow's a new day. We've turned over a new leaf. So,
How do I get 3 minus 10?
wait, you want me to do it again?
Like, I don't understand what you got.
Here we go. In super slow motion. I could tell. Where, so you don't know how this whole thing ends up being 10 minus 10.
Yes.
Alright, so we've got this piece right here, Sophia. See, first grouping symbol you come to?
Yeah.
But then inside grouping symbols you have to do grouping symbols. So this is the first thing I do, correct?
Yeah.
So this is a 2 inside this parenthesis, right? And then you have this 5, and then you have this 10. Order of operations say you have to do multiplication, or addition, subtraction. So the next thing I have to do is this. And 5 times 2 is 10. Now 10 minus 10 is 0.
Okay. Now I get it.
20 minus 0. Hey, I'm here for you got a teacher. Emily.
How do you remember 10?
Number 10. Is that up here or is it over? I don't know. Let me find it myself. Over here?
Other page.
Right here?
Yes. Yeah.
Right here? Oh, we've had these triangles before. Did anybody not use a piece of graph paper or straight lines for this? Did they just draw it freehand willy-nilly? Yeah, like I believe that. No, that it's better off left unsaid. So the first thing you have to do is actually graph this correctly. Did we? 0, 0. Who asked me this, Emily? 0, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nicely. The nice thing about this is you've already got a right triangle, I can tell. And oh no, you don't. You don't have a right triangle, do you?
No.
Well, that's what's going to throw you further. Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Yes, you don't. No, you do. Yes, you don't. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
See? It's so confusing.
So, how are we going to find the area of this triangle? Let's see if we can't blow this up. Did anybody get it right? Lauren? First of all, did you write down the formula for area of a triangle?
Yes.
And the area equals? Uh-oh. Area equals 1/2 base times height. The problem is we have to find 2 lines that form right angles here somewhere. So what did we do, Lauren? Which is this one, right? And? Oops, I can't hear you. What?
And 0, 0, and then
Wait, you did this?
yes.
Which actually would end up over here. And that gave you the height?
Yeah.
But it doesn't, does it? Because that's, what's that? And this came over like this?
Yeah. And then do 3 on that side, and 4 on that side, and 3 times 4 is 12, and then 1/2 is 6. That's what I did.
That's confusing me.
Make your own rules.
I, ladies and gentlemen, I I am going to say, I think the book actually made a mistake here in recording.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that they can expect you to be able to find. That is not right, because that's not even part of this triangle. That would work if this was a straight across line, but this isn't. This line goes up like this. That would work if you could go. It's not the same triangle. I'm guessing they put the wrong coordinate out there. Let me look. Wait. Hold on, kids. Let me look at tomorrow's. I understand how you think that could work, but that doesn't work that way. You can't just pull that line from there. I don't think I've used this test before, so that is perfect. Oh boy. Where's my 7-3 book?
Yeah, for the test.
I think it is in that book. Yeah, I missed it. I'm telling you that it don't work that way.
We need to add that to the sheet.
Let me look. Is this the one? No, this is just the solution manual. There's got to be a yellow book somewhere back here, kids. Either that or let me look at.
Is that the orange issue?
No, let me look at this. Hold on. Let me see, Joseph.
For number 10, I accidentally did. I went over 4 and then up 3, and I got 6. So,
I'm all about the accidental stuff, but I need to make sure. What number problem is this?
10.
0, 4, 5. That's gonna work. These are the days of our lives. We are going to ignore that one. We're going to skip that one because I really. You won't have to be 10 on tomorrow's test because that is not.
Yay!
You might have that answer right, but that is not correct. I'm saying right now, you can't just pull this. You could do it if it was sitting in different. Oh wait. Wait. Here's how this is. See, here we go. Ready? Rewind, because I will tell you how to do it. It's so big I can't figure it out. Stop here. Lauren, you had it right, except you had it wrong. Can I tell you that? And you might have got it right, but you did it the wrong way to get it right. Check this out. Here's what should have happened. Where were we at? Oh boy. I should really get a real piece of graph paper. And here you're going to write notes to yourself on this. Let me give you these coordinates again. It was 0, 0, right? And it was what?
0.3.
0, 3. 1, 2, 3. And it was
3, 4.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And your triangle is this triangle right here, right? This is your triangle?
Yeah.
This, ladies and gentlemen, and Lauren had the right idea, but you just can't do it that way. And maybe it'll work. Maybe it'll work out, Lauren, every time you do this. But this is really what you should have done. See, Lauren went down here. And that would be okay if there was actually a side down here, but there's not. What you needed to do was extend it on this side, because this is the extension of that sign, and come down here dashed wise. And how high is that? 1, 2. This is 3. And how high is this? 1, 2, 3. The actual area of this, I don't know if this is what the book has But the actual area of this thing is 1/2 of 3 times 3, unless I did something wrong.
I'm confused with that.
This is 3 high, right? And this is 3 from here to here, right? Or was it 0, 4 or 0, 3? Or 4, 0 or 3, 0? It was 3. It was 3 over, right? 4 up.
Yeah. 3, 4.
Right. And then it's this side times that side, which is 9. I get half of 9.
That's
Is that what I said the answer was? No. Anytime we did a triangle, right? Remember, this is like a triangle. Let me just do it like this. Aaron's agreeing with me, and I got that going for me. If you have a triangle that looks like this, remember if you look in our triangles, you get the 2 lines that form a right angle, you'd have to extend this down like this and this like this. So whatever this height is, let's say it's 3, which is what we had there, and then whatever this is the other line that forms a right angle, which is 3. I gotta go with the 4.5. This one doesn't work because there's not even a line that this makes a right. This doesn't make a right angle to any triangle piece. I'm actually going to draw that out. I still might not make you not do it tomorrow. I'm going to investigate that farther and see if I can't figure out what the issue was. That was perplexing. Let's move on because we don't have much time. We will skip. What number was that? 10? We'll skip 10 tomorrow. I'm going to look at that word. Joseph?
How do you do number 14?
I don't know, but this is awful big. 14 children. 14. Is this the problem right here?
Yes.
Joseph, did you put parentheses for the letters?
Yes, I did.
So this is B and this is H?
Yes.
And did you put 12 in for B
Yes.
and 8 in for H?
Yes.
And what did you get for an answer?
24.
So tell me how you did that.
So it said 1/2.
Correct.
1/2 of 12 and 8 is 6 and 4.
No, you took half. You took a quarter of it. You can only take half of one thing, Joseph. You can't take half of both of the numbers. Once you use your half, you use your half. So you can either take half of 12 and multiply by 8, or take a half and multiply by 12, but you can't take half of both of them.
Got it.
Okay? So half of 12 is 6. 6 times 8 is 48.
Okay.
Got that? So there's no so don't take half of both.
Yeah.
Emma,
How do you do number 20?
20. Oh, look at that. Did you multiply them together? Did you take 0.12 and multiply it by 0.12?
No.
Isn't that what it says to do?
I was confused with the parentheses.
Well, yeah, the parentheses don't even matter there per se. But it is 0.12 times 0.12. You multiply 12 times 12, it's 144. I can do that. And then it's 4 decimal places. 0.0144. Yeah, it's a number. 0.12. Zachary, number 11. Is that here? Is that up here
Yeah.
on this page? Oh, here we talked about this one too. Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you're starting to recognize this. You need perimeter, so you need to figure out what this side is, Zach. How do I figure out what this side is? Pythagorean theorem, correct? And you could actually use the Pythagorean theorem and work it out. Or, is this a triple? There is no 6/8, is there? No, but if there's not, you're supposed to do what? Yeah. What goes into both these numbers but 2? If you cut them both in half, this is a 4, and this is a 3. Is there a 3, 4 something there? Yeah, that makes this a 5.
I thought they would be the same number.
Same number.
Same number for both of them.
I don't know what that means, but no.
I go back to 5.
And then you have to make it double again, so that's 10. 10 plus 6 plus 8.
I had 10.
More, we're on a roll now.
I had 10.
So,
How do I do number 15?
did we do 15 already? This is me solving by inspection, which means you should be able to kind of do it in your head. So here you go. Sophia, cover up the one that has the x first and say to yourself, what number when you add 10 to it gives you 50?
40.
40. So this has to be 40. So 2 times what number gives you 40? Oh, there you go. There's your answer, 20.
Oh.
And that's why it says inspection means you really don't have to do any work, you just look at it. What number added to that gives you 50, 40. This has to be 40, so 2 times what is 40? 20. They will get harder, but we'll figure that out later. More children, we are on a roll. You can't come outside.
How do you do number 3?
Number 3. Number 3. What fraction of the students are girls? So Brian, what fraction in words? What are we looking for? Girls over,
Boys.
no.
Or over the total of
So
students.
girls over students. So how many girls are there?
12,
How many students are there?
47.
Is that not what the answer was if you reduce it? 4 nights.
Okay, then. I'm going to do something. Thank
Do
you.
it every time. Emily,
19.
19. Is that this one? Oh, I love 19. Emily, did you subtract the top and then divide by 2? Did you line up the decimals when you subtracted the top? Add a 0? 3, 10, 6, 1.2. So 2.16 all divided by 2. If we do the division here, we get, bring the decimal up, 2 goes into 2 once. 2 doesn't go into 1, so you have to put a 0 there. If you bring a number down, you got to put a 0, then you bring the next one. 2 goes into 16 8 times. 1, 0, 8.
For some reason I divided it by 4.
That, we'll do it every time. Emma!
This number 16, I don't understand how I got 4 pins.
Well, let's see what number 16 says. And I don't seem to be able to find 16. Is it over here? Must not have gone high enough. There it is. You don't know how what happened?
I got 4 fifths.
Well, think about this, Emma. How many fifths is 1?
1.
How many fifths? If I have one whole thing, how many fifths is that? 5 fifths. Okay, so this is 5 fifths minus what number gives you only 2 fifths? How many fifths would you have to take away from this to get 3 of them? So hence the reason why it's 3 fifths. So,
How do I do number 5?
how do we do number 5? Put that down here. You haven't done 5 yet? Oh, the expanding thing. How would you do it, Sophia? No, that's factoring. Expanding is called the distributive property. So how do you do that? You have to take this 3 and multiply it by both things. What do you get if you multiply 3 times x? 3x. What's 3 times 4? Connor,
You do number 17.
did we do 17 already? Is that over here? Up here? Well, how would you do it, sir? I'm sorry, what? Yep, you could do that, and you get 24, and 4 times 9 is, and then what? You gotta reduce them, which is, what number goes in 24 and 36? Did I get this right? Because it is 2/3. No, 2 is on top. An easier way you could have done it was you could have reduced before you multiplied and said, well, 4 goes into 8 twice, and 3 goes into 9 once. 2/3. Reduce before you multiply. That's traditionally what we try to do later on here. Other ones, we're on a roll. Other than that one. But me and Aaron are on the same. Who else got 4.5 for that one? You did get 4.5 for the final. Even though the book said 6, right? Every answer 6.
So it's 8 and 10, right?
Okay, so, we'll skip 10 for tomorrow.
Okay.
I want to look at it a little more closely. What else haven't we done, people? Now's the time to ask. Whoever holds the confused. Nobody has issue with problem number 13 or 18 or 1 or 2 or measure of angle A or Siller.
So I'm just making sure for number 13,
Oh
we
boy.
are not solving it. We're just like finding, like we're not like doing the division. We're just figuring it out. Like what would be on top and what would be on bottom.
For problem 13,
Yes.
yeah, you can't solve it. There's no equal signs to that. You just have to, we call it simplifying. You're putting your x's and y's together. Just write. You're writing it in exponential form. There's 2 x's here, so it's x squared. There's 3 y's there, so it's y cubed, and there are 4 z's there, so it is z to the 4th. That's it. There's nothing else you can do with that. Is that the one? Is that the question you asked? I can answer any question I asked. Going once? Oh, Emma.
How do you do number 1?
Number 1. I'm guessing, does it just ask you for what? Average? Yeah. Mean means average. So did you do average?
Yes.
You did not get it right. How many numbers? Did you put both 31s down?
Yeah. And then
28, 30, 31, 31.
I put it in the line and then found the middle one and then I averaged those 2.
No. That would, you would be, that's finding the mode. No. Mean. Middle. Median. You were found median. You want to find average. Add them together, divide by 4. There's a note to self. Ladies and gentlemen, who's excited about the test? You're liars. Each and every one of them.